Good morning friends, you're most welcome to Think Eyes channel. Today we are going to discuss Ghatna Chakra current events and our topic is current affairs and national events. According to the recent data released by the Indian Cellular Association ICA, India has acquired what position in the world in producing mobile phones? That is the second position. As per information shared by the Indian Cellular Association ICA with the government of India, India is the second largest mobile phone producer in the world after China. According to the data, the annual production of the mobile phones in India increased from 3 million units in 2014 to 11 million units in 2017. Which state government has rolled out Rupashri scheme for marriage for poor girls? The West Bengal government has rolled out a new scheme Rupashri from April 2018 to provide marriage assistance to girls coming from economically weaker families. Under the scheme, it is proposed to extend one-time financial assistance worth rupees 25,000 to the family of the girl whose annual income is up to 1.5 lakh rupees. Niti Aayog has launched the Atal New India Challenge that will provide grants of up to how much amount of innovative products and solution. That is 1 crore rupees. The Atal Innovation Mission AIM of the Niti Aayog has launched the Atal New India Challenge, which aims to support innovators to create products and solutions based on advanced technologies in areas of national importance and social relevance through a grant based mechanism. Under this challenge, grant of up to 1 crore rupees and mentorship will be given to the winning ideas. Atal Innovation Mission will invite prospective innovators, MSME, micro, small, and medium enterprises, and startups to design market ready products. Who chaired the first meeting of the think tank on the framework of the national policy on e-commerce? That is the Suresh Prabhu. Suresh Prabhu, the then of Ministry of the Commerce, Industries and Civil Aviation chairman, chaired the first meeting of the think tank on the framework for national policy on e-commerce in the New Delhi in April 2018. The think tank on framework for national policy on e-commerce has been established by the Department of Commerce. The Indian Council for Forestry Research and Education ICFRE has signed MOU with TIFAC for supporting forest-based communities. Where is the headquarters of ICFRE located? It is located in Dehradun. The Indian Council of Forestry Research and Education ICFRE has signed an Memorandum of Understanding MOU with Technology Information Forecasting and Assessment Council TIFAC to provide livelihood opportunities and augment the income of the forest-based communities. With this collaboration, TIFAC would help ICFRE to refine and upscale the technologies developed, take technologies to the end users, including farmers. The headquarters of ICFRE is located in Dehradun, Uttarakhand. Which state government has recently signed MOU with South Korea to enhance tourism cooperation? In December 2017, the Uttar Pradesh government signed an MOU with the South Korea to enhance cooperation in the field of tourism, skill development and farming. Earlier in 2000, an agreement was signed to develop Ayodhya and Gimhe as a sister cities, following which a memorial was constructed in Ayodhya. The Union Cabinet has approved MOU between India and SACEP for cooperation on oil and chemical pollution in the South Asian Seas region. What does SACEP stand for? South Asia Cooperative Environment Program. The Union Cabinet has approved an MOU Memorandum of Understanding between India and South Asian Cooperative Environment Program SACEP for cooperation on the response to oil and chemical pollution in the South Asian Seas region. The MOU intends to promote closer cooperation between India and other maritime nations comprising of Bangladesh, Maldives, Sri Lanka and Pakistan for the protection and preservation of the marine environments in this region. Who is named as the chairman of the Governing Council of Film and Television Institute of India in September 2020? Shekhar Kapoor. Shekhar Kapoor was appointed president of the Film and Television Institute of India FTII Society and chairman of the Institute's Governing Council in September 2020. FTII is an autonomous institute under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting of the Government of India. What was the theme of the World Tourism Day 2020 celebrated in September 2020? World Tourism Day 2020 celebrated in September 2020. What was the theme? Theme was tourism and rural development. World Tourism Day 2020 was celebrated on 27 September 2020 with the theme Tourism and Rural Development. 27 September has been celebrated as World Tourism Day by United Nations World Tourism Organization every year since 1980. It is celebrated to foster awareness of tourism's social, cultural, political, and economic value and the contribution the sector can make in reaching sustainable development goals. The country which participated in the Malabar Naval Exercise in November 2020 are Phase 1 of the Malabar Naval Exercise was conducted in Bay of Bengal in November 2020. Navy of India, USA, Japan, and Australia participated in this exercise. On October 31st, 2020, the first seaplane has been operated in India at which of the following places? That is Ahmedabad Sardar Sarovar Dam. India's first seaplane service was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Gujarat, Ahmedabad on 31st October 2020. This service will connect world's tallest statue, a 182-meter statue of India's first Deputy Prime Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in Kevadia colony of Sabarmati riverfront in Ahmedabad. Match the following. 105th Indian Science Congress was held in Imphal. 106th Indian Science Congress was held in Jalandhar. 107th Indian Science Congress was held in Bengaluru and 108th Indian Science Congress was held in Pune, Maharashtra. Assertion and reason. Assertion is Lucknow Defence Expo 2020 was Asia's biggest expo of the defence products. Reason was the expo was organized to portray India as emerging defence manufacturing hub. Both statement and reasons are true and R is the correct explanation of A. During 5th and 9th February 2020, Asia's biggest defense expo was organized at Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, in which almost 1000 companies took part. The objective was to promote India's manufactured defense products. India's first semi-high-speed train Vande Bharat runs between Varanasi to New Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated India's first semi-high-speed train Vande Bharat on 15th February 2019. It is operated between Varanasi to New Delhi. Its commercial operation was started on 17th February 2019. Vande Bharat Express, also known as the Train 18, was manufactured by Integral Coach Factory ICF Chennai. Match the following Defence Expo and their venues in different years. 2016 South Goa, 2018 Chennai, 2020 Lucknow. In 2019, Aero Defence India Expo was organized at Hyderabad, which is different from the biennial Defence Expo. Regarding Ram Mandir Trust formed in February 2020, match the following list. Mahant Nritya Gopal Das, President of Ram Mandir Trust. Swami Govind Dave Giri, Treasurer of the Trust. Sri Champat Rai, General Secretary of the Trust, and Sri Nripendra Mishra, Head of the Temple Construction Committee. First intercity electric bus service of the country under the public-private partnership model in February 2020 have been started by the state of Maharashtra. On 14th February 2020, Union Ministry for Road Transport and Highways, Mr. Nitin Gadkari, has launched India's first intercity electric bus service between Mumbai and Pune. This is a public-private partnership scheme in which a 43-seater capacity luxury electric bus will be operated between two cities. The bus has a range of 300 km on a single charge. Sankalp Parv, celebrated by Government of India during June to July 2020, is related to tree plantation. Ministry of Culture, Government of India has celebrated Sankalp Parv to plant trees from 28 June to 12 July 2020. Ministry of Culture has recommended planting 5 trees which represent the herbal heritage of the country and also were mentioned by Prime Minister in his speech. These trees are Bargad, Amla, Peepal, Ashok, and Bel. Which one of the following was the theme of Statistics Day celebrated on 29th June 2020? Theme was Sustainable Development Goals. 14th Statistics Day was celebrated on 29 June 2020 by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, that is the MOSPI, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Its theme was SDG 3, that is that ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages, and SDG 5, achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. It is celebrated to honor great statistician Professor P.C. Mahalanobis. The theme of 2019 Statistics Day was Sustainable Development Goal, while in 2020 theme was SDG 3 and SDG 5. 14th Statistics Day was celebrated on 29 June 2020 by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, that is called MOSPI. Its theme was SDG 3, Sustainable Development Goal 3, ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages, and SDG 5, Sustainable Development Goal 5, achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. It is celebrated to honor great statistician Professor P.C. Mahalanobis. The theme of 2019 Statistics Day was Sustainable Development Goal, while in 2020 the theme was SDG 3 and SDG 5. International Mother Tongue Day is celebrated on. International Mother Language Day is celebrated on. Mother Language Day, 21st February. International Mother Language Day is celebrated every year on 21st February. It is an initiative of Bangladesh and was first announced by UNESCO on 17th November 1999. It is celebrated to promote awareness of the linguistic and cultural diversity and to promote multilingualism. The theme of 2020 International Mother Language Day was Languages Without Borders. Languages Without Borders. Operation Vanilla, launched by Indian Navy in January 2020, is related to which one of the following? Disaster management. On 29 January 2020, the Indian Navy launched Operation Vanilla to provide humanitarian assistance and disaster relief in Madagascar, that is then African city. It was launched post devastation caused by Cyclone Diane, Diane, in Madagascar. Indian Navy diverted its ship INS Airawat carrying clothing, medicine and other relief material towards Madagascar during this operation. Joint military training exercise Ajay Warrior 2020 was carried out between which one of the following countries? India and United Kingdom, UK. The 5th edition of Joint Military Training Exercise Ajay Warrior 2020 was conducted at Salisbury Plains, UK from 13th February to 26th February 2020. Soldiers of the Indian Army and United Kingdom Army took part in the operation. With reference to Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat, which one of the following statements are correct? Both statements are correct. This campaign was carried from 10th to 28th February 2020. The objective is to promote the spirit of the national integration through various cultural activities. Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat, Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat was celebrated between 10th to 28th February 2020 throughout the country. During the celebration, rich cultural and heritage, food, handicrafts, customs of all states, union territories were shown. The objective of this program is to foster coordination between the people of different states by bridging cultural differences. Who has been appointed as the chairperson of the National School of Drama recently? Paresh Rawal. Famous actor and former parliamentarian member Shri Paresh Rawal is the current chairperson of the National School of Drama. He was appointed to the post in 2020. Who is the chairman of the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO? Dr. G. Satish Reddy. Dr. G. Satish Reddy is the chairman of DRDO. He is also secretary of Department of Defense R&D Research and Development. He has PhD from JNTU Hyderabad. In which state Ghar Tak Fiber scheme has been launched on 21st September 2020 through a video conference. That is Bihar. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the Ghar Tak Fiber scheme on 21st September 2020 in the state of Bihar. The scheme aims to connect all 45,945 villages of Bihar with high-speed internet by 31st March 2021. Operation My Saheli, launched in September 2020, aims to boost the security of women passenger in trains. To boost the security of women passengers in train. Operation My Saheli was launched by Southeastern Railways in September 2020 to boost the security of women passengers in train during the entire journey. It aims to give security to women passengers from the originating point to the destination. On the occasion of the first anniversary of the Fit India movement, who gave the mantra fitness ki dose आधा घंटा रोज, fitness dose half an hour daily. Prime Minister Narendra Modi. On the occasion of the first anniversary of the Fit India movement, 24th September 2020, Prime Minister Modi addressed Fit India dialogue through video conferencing. During the dialogue, he gave the mantra of fitness की dose आधा घंटा रोज. On the 100th birth anniversary of Rajmata Vijay Raje Scindia, Prime Minister Narendra Modi released a 100 rupee coin. 100 rupee coin. Prime Minister Narendra Modi released a commemorative rupees 100 coin on 12th October 2020 to celebrate the 100th birth anniversary of Rajmata Vijay Raje Lakshmi Scindia. Rajmata was the mother of former Rajasthan CM Vasundhara Raje Scindia. At the international airport of which city, India launched its first COVID-19 test facility? That is Delhi. India launched its first COVID-19 testing facility at an international airport in New Delhi, Indira Gandhi International Airport, on 12th September 2020. Rafale fighter aircraft has been formally inducted into the Indian Air Force at which Air Force station? Ambala. The squadron of Rafale fighter aircraft were inducted at the Air Force Station Ambala of the Indian Air Force. They will be part of the 17th Squadron, the Golden Arrows, which was resurrected on 10 September 2019. Who won the bid to construct the new Parliament building recently? Tata Project Limited. Tata Projects Limited has won the contract of building India's new Parliament building, which is part of the government's Central Vista redevelopment plan. Who is head of the National Commission for Women at present? Rekha Sharma. Mrs. Rekha Sharma is the head of the National Commission for Women. She assumed the charge on August 7, 2018. She has been associated with the Commission as a member since August 2015 and also held the additional charge as chairperson NCW National Commission for Women from September 29, 2017. Which of the following Indian states or union territories launched electric vehicle policy on 7th August 2020? Delhi. Delhi government has launched the electric vehicle policy on 7th August 2020. The policy waives registration fee, road tax and provides an incentive of up to 1.5 lakh rupees for new cars. The new EV policy aims to constitute 25% of electric vehicles by 2024, which is currently just 0.29% in the national capital. Which of the following states governments has started Pashu Kisan Credit Card scheme in the year of 2020? That is Haryana government. The first Pasu Kishan credit card in India were distributed to 101, that is 101 animal farmers in Bhiwani in Haryana on December 6, 2019. The program facilitates credit for livestock farmers to increase the animal husbandry business across the country. This is a major step towards the goal of doubling of farmers' income by 2022. On 27 July 2020, Prime Minister of India virtually inaugurated three new Indian Council of Medical Research (ICMR) high-end testing laboratories for COVID-19 test at which of the following places, that is the Kolkata, Noida and Mumbai. On 27 July 2020, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched three high throughput COVID-19 testing facilities at the National Institute of Indian Council of Medical Research at Kolkata, Mumbai and Noida. These facilities these facilities have the capacity of almost 10,000 daily tests. Apart from COVID-19 testing, the facilities will also be able to test for hepatitis B and hepatitis C, HIV, dengue, and several other diseases. A 2 day workshop cum exhibition on bamboo, a wonder grass, was held on January 11th 12th 2020 at which one of the following cities of India, that is Jammu. A workshop cum exhibition on bamboo, a wonder grass, was held at Convention Center in Jammu on January 11th 12th 2020. The exhibition focused on the commercial exploitation of bamboo to scale up economic development and job opportunities in the region. In which of the following states of India the first ever e-Lok Adalat was started during the COVID-19 period? That is Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh government has organized the first e-Lok Adalat of India amid the COVID-19 pandemic. The e-Lok Adalat was organized by the High Court and Chhattisgarh State Legal Services Authority. Lok Adalat is one of the alternative dispute redressal mechanism. It is a forum where disputes and cases pending in the court of law or at the pre-legislation or pre-litigation stage are settled or compromised amicably. Lok Adalats have been given statutory status under the Legal Service Authorities Act 1987. Chhattisgarh government has organized the first e-Lok Adalat of India amid the COVID-19 pandemic. The e-Lok Adalat was organized by the High Court and Chhattisgarh State Legal Services Authority. Lok Adalat is one of the alternative dispute redressal mechanism. It is a forum where disputes or cases pending in the court of law or at the pre-litigation stage are settled or compromised amicably. Lok Adalats have been given statutory status under the Legal Services Authorities Act 1987. The first Kisan Rail of India started its journey on August 2020, 8th August 2020, between which of the following two stations? That is first Kisan Rail. Two stations are Devlali, Maharashtra and Danapur, Bihar. The first Kisan Rail of India was flagged off on 7th August 2020 between Devlali, Maharashtra and Danapur, Bihar. The announcement to set up Kisan Rail was made in the Union Budget 2020-2021 to build a seamless national cold supply chain for perishables including of milk, meat and fish. In August 2020, Railway Museums in India was dedicated to the nation at which of the following places? Hubli. On August 9th, 2020, Ministry of Railways and Minister of Railway Piyush Goyal and Minister of Parliamentary Affairs Prahlad Joshi dedicated a railway museum to Hubli in Karnataka. The Rail Museum is the first of its kind in North Karnataka and second in South-Western Railway after the Historical Rail Museum at Mysuru. Which of the following was the main theme of Raisena Dialogue which was held during 14th and 16th January 2020? Main theme was navigating the Alpha Century, Navigating the Alpha Century. The main theme of Raisina Dialogue 2020 was Navigating the Alpha Century. Raisina Dialogue is a multilateral conference to address the most challenging issues of the global community. The dialogue is hosted in New Delhi by the Observer Research Foundation in collaboration with the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. Indian Navy has launched Operation Vanilla in January 2020. In which of the following countries? Madagascar. Indian Navy has launched Operation Vanilla in Madagascar. Whilst mission, Indian Navy ship Aravat, INS Aravat, provided humanitarian assistance to the affected population of Madagascar post devastation caused by cyclone Dane. Which state of India ranked top in the Good Governance Index among big states group in the country in the year of 2019? That is Tamil Nadu. 2019 we are talking about. Tamil Nadu has been ranked top amongst the big states in 2019 Good Governance Index. Himachal Pradesh has been adjusted first among the northeast and hilly states, while Puducherry secured top ranks among union territories. Good Governance Index is a uniform tool across states to assess the status of governance and the impact of various interventions taken up by the state government and union territories. The index is launched by the Ministry of Personal Public Grievances and Pensions. Which one of the following is not among those four refurbished heritage buildings in Kolkata that were dedicated to the nation in January 2020? That is Writers Building. On 11 January 2020, Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicated four refurbished heritage buildings to the nation in Kolkata, West Bengal. The four iconic buildings, including Old Currency Building, Belvedere House, and Victoria Memorial Hall and Metcalfe House. The first ever container ship from Kolkata port to Agartala was sent through which one of the following ports of Bangladesh in July 2020? That is Chittagong, or we can say Chattogram or Chittagong. The first ever container ship from Kolkata to Agartala was sent through Chattogram or Chittagong port of Bangladesh. This big breakthrough in the development and Northeast India will reduce time and logistic cost for cargo movement. With reference to the Hausla, HAUSLA Hausla 2018, which one of the following statements are correct? Both statements are correct. Hausla HAUSLA. Hausla 2018 was organized by the Ministry of Women and Child Development. It was National Festival for Children of Child Care Institution. Hausla 2018 was organized by the Ministry of Women and Child Development. It was the National Festival for Children and Child Care Institution (CCI) and provides a national platform for children from CCIs across India to showcase their talent via various events like painting competition, athletic meet, football, chess competition, and speech writing. The theme of the event was child safety. Consider the following chairperson of the National Women Commission. That is, first Jayanti Patnaik, Dr. Purnima Advani, chronological order for their appointment. First is Jayanti Patnaik, second is Purnima Advani, third is Dr. Girija Vyas, fourth is Mamta Sharma. The correct order regarding chairperson's appointment is Jayanti Patnaik, Dr. Purnima Advani, Dr. Girija Vyas, Mamta Sharma. The National Commission for Women was set up as a statutory body in January 1992 under the National Commission for Women Act 1990. The Commission seeks to review the constitutional and legal safeguards for women, recommended remedial legislative measures, facilitate redressal of grievances, and advise the government on all policy matters affecting women. The commission consists of a chairperson, 5 members, and a member secretary, all nominated by the central government. Rekha Sharma is the current chairperson of the National Commission for Women, having assumed the charge on August 7th, 2018. Thank you very much.